What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for May 18th through May 24th, 2023. The current prize ride for this week is the Ubermax Cypher. This vehicle is primarily based on the BMW F87 M2 and has a normal price of about 1.5 million and a trade price of about 1.1 million. To get this car for free, you have to place top 1, meaning first place in a Street Series race for 4 days in a row. Plus, if you complete that challenge, you will be gifted the Negative Speed Demon livery. Now, this livery was only available to players who logged in during the week it was released. However, now you have a second chance to get it if you were never able to before. Now, in terms of performance, this car is in the sports class and it's pretty average, being around the pace of the OG Comet MS770 in terms of track performance. Plus, for tuner races, it's decent, but it just barely misses the mark of top 5. However, this is a tuner DLC vehicle and it has great customization, and it's just a really nice car to drive in general. In terms of the test drive vehicles for this week, we have the Banshee, which has the Weekend Racer Limited livery on it. Plus, we have the Calico GTF and the Dominator ASP as well. And for current gen console users, we have the HSW Astron Custom as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Now, in terms of a casino podium vehicle, we have the Obey Tailgater S. This vehicle is primarily based on the 2020 Audi RS3 and it has a normal price of about 1.5 million and a trade price of about 1.1 million. Now, in terms of performance, this car is in the sedans class and is in top 5. However, what holds it back is its lower top speed compared to the other sedans above it. And for tuner races, it's just way off the pace. However, it's still a really nice car with great customization being a tuner DLC vehicle, and it's also pretty nice to drive as well. In terms of the dealership cars for this week, for luxury autos, we have the RT3000 and the Vector equipped with the limited 029 livery. And for Simeons, we have the Remus, the Blista Conjo with the limited time Street Samurai livery, the Jester RR, the Comet S2, and the Warner HKR as well. Moving on to the discounts, in terms of property discounts, we have 30% off the Auto Shop property, as well as the upgrades and renovations for it as well. I highly recommend getting this property if you don't own it already, especially for newer players. It's a great business to own. Moving on to the vehicle discounts, we have 30% off the Comet S2. So this car is in the sports class and has amazing styling and customization. However, it's unfortunately not all that quick, having average performance similar to some of the OG sports cars. Moving on to the Severn San Andreas website, we have 30% off the Dominator ASP. So this car is in the muscle car class and is very quick, being in top 5 for track performance. Unfortunately, the Buffalo STX dominates the muscle cars class, and obviously the HSW Vigero ZX on current gen. So it's unfortunate that the ASP isn't that competitive anymore, since it's closely matched with the other top muscle cars. It's just those two that are really just super far ahead. But anyways, it has great customization, styling, and basically handles like a sports car. I definitely recommend this one. It's a really nice car in general. Next up, we have 30% off the RT3000. So this car is in the sports class as well, and it's below average in the class in terms of performance. However, it does have fantastic styling and customization. And lastly, we have 30% off the Penumbra FF. So this car is in the sports class, and it's slightly above average, being around the pace of cars like the Spectre and the SM722, which is pretty impressive considering it's based on an Eclipse. Plus, it has some pretty good customization as well. In terms of triple money, we have triple money NRP on the 7 new Community Series jobs, plus triple money NRP on Auto Shop client deliveries, and the robbery contracts, which are essentially the mini heist you can do solo if you'd like. On triple money, I think these are definitely worth it, especially if you do the Union Depository one. In terms of double money, we have double money NRP on the adversary mode Vehicle Vendetta and exotic exports as well. Also, we have double LS car meet reputation points this week, which is what unlocks you the trade prices for the tuner DLC cars. So I highly recommend grinding that this week if you haven't already, because it will save you a lot of money on all those tuner DLC cars. Now is definitely the best time. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's RC Bandito time trial is Davis Courts. This week's normal time trial is Mount Gordo. I highly recommend a fast motorcycle for that one. In terms of the premium race for this week, we have the muscle car race Muscle In. I highly recommend the Buffalo STX for that race. And if you're on next gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Vigero ZX. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW time trial is Ron Alternates. As always, the HSW Hakachu Drag will be the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, there's only 4 vehicles on sale this week, but if I had to pick one, I would probably go with the Comet S2. It's just an absolutely gorgeous car with tons of detail and great customization. Yes, it's kind of slow compared to other sports cars, but honestly, I don't mind. I think the rest of the car definitely makes up for it. Anyways guys, overall this event week is really good, very surprising. Definitely leagues better than the last 2 weeks, which were pretty lackluster. The only thing I would say that's lacking is the quantity of vehicle discounts, but like we've talked about before, 3 to 4 cars on sale every week seems to be the new norm for Rockstar. It just is what it is. So with that in mind, I think this is a great event week, all things considering, especially with the triple money on the robbery contracts and all the other bonuses as well. Also to note, we are roughly only about 2 months away from the summer DLC update, so I would definitely start saving money if you haven't already, and this week would definitely be a great time to start. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.